Fellas, did you ever think Gen 2 was hard? I certainly didn't, let's be honest. Very low-level gyms, low-level everything, save for Red. Rose got some funny levels on him. However, I always played with, the usual little kid strategy. One comically over-leveled Pokemon, and then a bunch of HM slaves. Maybe worse. I'm not saying I'm gonna do a Nuzlocke by any means, however, I just want to go through the game and give it a real fair shot. Like, fighting every trainer, not grinding, and just playing the game as theoretically intended, just to see how hard it could actually be. The biggest limitation I'm gonna give myself, I can only use Pokemon from the generation. So, nothing from Kanto, only new Johto Pokemon. Which is great, because we all know how, how wonderful, how beautiful the stats of Johto Pokemon are. Also, I apologize for the start of this video. It's set to the wrong resolution, so the bottom part of the screen is very slightly cut off, and it's gonna drive you and me insane while I'm editing this. First step, as always, potion in the PC. And then grab our unskippable cutscene, Pokegear, my bad. And you know we start in the game on a Thursday. Maybe it's daylight savings time. Shoutouts to the 3 people who know if it's daylight savings time or not. You know we gotta go through Sprout Tower. We gotta choose a Cyndaquil. Everyone else is gonna get their ass beat, even though I'd love to choose Chikorita. What a stand-up looking kid. I wonder, do you think he's here for Pokemon 2? Oh look, he booted us all the way over to Cherry Grove, to a nice old man, who's gonna give us a map. We love the map. And then we'll go see Mr. Pokemon, because Elmas is too, and he just throws an egg at us. Strange guy. Maybe not as strange as an old man who just throws a encyclopedia at you, but I ain't touching that thing. Now Elm's in trouble? Oh my god, it's that real trustworthy guy. I remember this guy. He was at the lab. Seems he got a Pokemon from Elm as well. Oh. Surely it goes better than the blue fight from the last video, cause that one went real bad. Yeah, it went fine. A couple smoke screens, just cheese it out. How do you pronounce that? Getting back to Elm, we got a police officer here. Apparently looking for someone with long red hair. Oh no. Well, he said his name was like 3 question marks, but I don't know how to pronounce that, so we're just gonna call him Silver. And then we drop off this comically large egg, probably. Then we get to go on a gym challenge, but not before letting Mama Llama save some of our money so she can buy us treats. Now, just like the last video, I'm not going to show any of the actual trainer battles unless something important happens. We're just going to skip over them, except we're going to do it in a different way this time, because it took way too long in the first time. Okay, I know what you're going to say. Bellsprout, not a Gen 2 Pokemon. Hang on, hold for a moment. And once we're in Violet, we pick up the Hardstone from Arthur. Thankfully, only right before I get to actually go to Sprout Tower, I notice, wow, that looks messed up. Something's wrong? I can't see, like, the bottom half of the bottom part of the menu there. And I finally get to fix this up. Now, I also caught Zubat. I know, Gen 2 Pokemon. However, Crobat. And a Teddy Urso, which was one of my least favorite captures of this entire run. Did you know a 5% encounter rate mixed with a 50% chance to flee makes for a mildly painful time trying to catch them? And with that pain out of the way, we get rid of our Bellsprout we caught earlier, and we get ourselves a Rocky Boy. Sure, it's an Onix, but it's gonna make Bugsy and Falkner way easier. Climb Sprout Tower, pick up Flat, cause I'll need it for Dark Cave and probably Mountain Mortar later. Oh baby, it's quiz time. How high can you raise a traded Pokemon's level without the Violet City gym badge? Is it A, level 20, B, level 10, C, none at all, or D, 30? It's B, level 10, which is great because my Onix is level 12 and I can't even use it for this fight. Not that it particularly mattered that much because I underestimated how strong a Teddy Ursa is. I've only used one in XD Gales of Darkness, so I was not ready for the power this scratch had on it, and I could have had the pink bow on to do even more. But unfortunately, it wasn't Tuesday. Now since it's Friday, we pick up the poison barb, and we clean up all the trainers on Route 32, Union Cave, and 33. And we had Cyndaquil of all along the way. After the trek, we get to go meet Kurt and watch him break his back a little in Slowpoke Well. After me bullying them, it seems Kurt feels better, and he hands us over a possibly functional ball. Oh my goodness, quiz time! What level does the Violet City Gym Badge allow traded Pokemon to obey? Is it A, 15, B, 20, C, no change at all, or D, level 30? Oh, you better believe it. No change at all. You better believe Onix is going to be completely useless. Again. So to start off the Bugsy fight, we're going to lead with Zubat, just because Zubat has Bite, which will get past Metapod and Kakuna's Harden spamming, make the fight a little bit quicker. Scyther comes out, which, well, Rocky should resist everything, so maybe he'll get a rock throw out. Where's my Gachunk? Where's my not very effective sound? Oh, who did this?
Huh? Huh?
That's what I get for trying to rely on an Onix. Time to burn everything to the ground. Simple as. If I could thank Bugsy for one thing, he tells me what his badge does and it's useful. Gonna see our boy Silver again. It's been a while. Unfortunately for Silver, I have a very hungry bat. So we send him packing and run on away. Following that, we get to chase around a Farfetch'd, so that we can get cut and go through Ilex Forest. Following that, we'll go a little further and pick up Headbutt. So then, I can go hunt down my Heracross that, did you know he's like Feebas? Specifically in Pokemon Crystal, he has a set tree that he will be hiding in based on your trainer ID. And then after I found a calculator that shows me where it is. Bub's your uncle. That's my boy right there. We continue to clear everything out, starting with Ilex Forest, moving to Route 34, then Route 35 and National Park, Route 36, and stop at Goldenrod Underground before Whitney.
Thank you.
We pick up Dig in National Park for Onix, and then it's off to Whitney we go. However, we have an Onix. Whitney Hard. You know how it goes. Off to the flower shop to pick up our watering pail, or to go see her sister, I guess. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just go back. Water bottle?
Please.
You know, as somebody who didn't grow up with Pokemon Crystal and had Gold and Silver instead, I hate these people.
Just give me the bottle.
For getting rid of the pesky tree, we get Rock Smash, our only fighting type move other than reversal for Heracross. Run back and pick up the pink bow for Teddy Ursa. And then for team completion's sake, we're going straight to Olivine to get the good rod so we can fish up at Chinchu. Climb the lighthouse to learn poor Amphi is sick and we gotta go to Cyanwood. Take down the Kimono girls and we get Surf. I really have to commend Silver for being a world-class hater, blaming us for the fact he can't find a legendary, and after we fall in a hole, he calls us an idiot. You know, every single time I use a Zubat, I never expected to evolve so early. It really feels like a level 27 evolution. And, well, poor Morty gets to face up against the newly evolved Golbat. It's time for a bite. You know what, 4 badges down in almost 10 minutes? I'm doing good. Now that we have access to Surf, I can go to the Lake of Rage and pick up some choice items that I'm looking forward to. But on the way I found a whole bunch of early evolved Pokemon that were all along the route to Lake of Rage, which made me wonder, oh, were they referencing the whole Team Rocket forcing evolution thing? Really neat if they actually were. We make it to Gyarados, and because I don't want to use one, and I have my whole team, we're just gonna kill him. Wonder what's going on in the Pokemon today. Oh, is that Lance? We pick up password 1, password 2 from Yuk, and I go through a massive depression of no Shadow Ball. We get the final password for the Electrodes, and oh hey, is that a dragon? We get the world's worst HM. Thank you, Lance, you are a fake one for that. And I pick up a metal code in a very reasonable amount of time. Oh! We did it.
Oh, got it?
There it is. Save the game before something happens. We finally get to head over to Cyan Wood that I put off. And I should have put it off a little sooner because I forgot about strength. On a positive note, the surf back and forth gave me time to evolve Chinchu. And Lantern. Lantern's been great. So now we can fight Chuck and, why did he do that? Sadly, Chuck being a fighting type gym leader, there is nothing exciting that could happen in this fight. So we're just gonna hit him with 500 rock smashes. And then swap in a Lantern to spark his Poliwrath. Gen 2 was getting real quirky with the 5th gym leader having 2 Pokemon. And after beating Chuck, we finally have access to Fly, that I will immediately be teaching to Golbat. Alright, probably not best to think about that. We'll grab the secret potion and give it to Jasmine so Amphi can get better. And go fight Jasmine. Apparently, I foolishly believed that a Quilava could handle a stalling Magnemite. Oh, how wrong I was. My poor boy is out here just getting his ass beat by himself. So I thought instead we bring out Steelix to use Dig on everybody. You may say, how did you get a Steelix? You know we out here trading with my friends. Unfortunately, I, despite having a Steelix myself, forgot that Steelix has a defense stat of like 200. And 13 levels ain't making up for that. So I decide, yeah, no. Lantern can clean everything up. Just surf. And a little spark for brownie points. Before I fight Price, I thought I should clean up some of those surf trainers you couldn't get to before Morty.
Voici, reine.
Feel like I'm back in Misty's gym again. Although it was really an excuse to go evolve Crobat. Did you know? Leveling a Pokemon up in the same place you caught them gives them double the happiness. Which really helped here. And thank God, apparently only Crobat can carry a person. Not a Golbat though. I had a nice idea for Price. Oh, he's a nice type trainer. Send in Steelix. He has a Seal and a Dugong. And one single turn in, we get hit with an attack down, and I say, nope, Lantern. Annihilate. And bro then proceeds to hit 2 crits in a row. My man. Before Team Rocket, I want to go collect some items like Mystic Water and Sludge Bomb so I can give Golbat something. I mean, Crobat. Alright, never mind. So Team Rocket, we go in, and somehow, mid-recording, my sound messes up. So that's going to be in a few clips going forward. Fight our way up the tower and get the basement key. Beat up Silver, who needs to learn a little love. Well, Lava finally evolves down here, which is good because the poor guy needed the experience share on him to get levels. We pick up the card key from the radio tower guy, and take care of Team Rocket once and for all. Hoorah! I completely forgot to grab the radio card later. I think I need that. Then a little more cleanup, do all of below Blackthorn, and then the bottom of Union Cave. In the process, Ursaring. Oh, it's wonderful. This is the goat of the team, next to Lantern. Along the way, I swear I found Faulkner's mentor. What is that level 25 Pidgeot? Also, the consequences of looking at my phone while mashing A. Perry. We'll hear from him later. A lot. I promise I didn't forget using. I got him. Oh, hey. Perry. And the team's even looking underleveled after fighting every trainer, save for Mount Mortar, because I didn't know I could actually fight anybody in there yet. You know, Claire, despite being a absolute roadblock every time I play Heart Gold Soul Silver, was not that bad this time around. Leading with Steelix just because I know Iron Tail will do a number. Sadly, not enough to one-shot. This is gonna come up a lot. Kingdra coming out second was not something I was ready for, but Lantern, Flash, Thunder Wave, kinda registers almost anything immobile. And now begins Spark, and Spark, and Spark, and Spark, and Spark. And he's finally down. Next we have the 2 Dragonairs left, and I get a taste of my own medicine. Immediately Thunder Waved back. Whip out old Ursaring, and we strength it up. And never one-shot. I just can't do it. We just can't do it. Thankfully they don't hit very hard, and we can just strength lick. Could just strength, but where's the fun in that? Thankfully, already paralyzed from the Thunder Wave. Can't get ice beamed, can't get frozen. After beating Claire, she sends us to the Dragon Den, and I kind of feel like I'm intruding on a family moment. At least we got the badge. Good enough. Yo, Perry. Climbed up Mountain Mortar. Not getting a tie rogue. Not gonna happen. Yo, it's Perry. That's my guy. Quick stop at home to take all my money? And forgive me, I had to walk away for a moment. Perry, Earthquake and Victory Road. We give that to Heracross because the man's not learning anything. Now, we have our final showdown with Silver. Unfortunately for him, he is a pushover compared to even just that Kingdra. Moments like this, you're like, oh, love Gen 4 for adding the physical special split, because I can't one-shot him! Oh, I wish I could hit physically. I can't one-shot anything. I can at least thank Feraligatr for being tanky enough to give me the grace of going to half health, instead of leaving a little piddly red bar left on him. And now that every trainer in the region has been defeated, time to rack up that money. And my, what a gorgeous amount of money I'm not going to use. Boy, I sure am glad he picked up a Fire Blast, Blizzard, and Thunder to make everything easier. If only I had foresight that great, but alas, no luck. We'll lead with Steelix here just for Rock Throw. A shame. I thought it would do a lot more. So we go for Iron Tail instead. Much better. Much better. Next we have Executor, and I forget I'm fighting a Psychic type Elite 4 member. Completely forgot I had a Typhlosion apparently. Confuse Ray to hopefully get another turn out of Crobat, but enemies don't get confused. I should know that. Remember, I have a Fire type, and you know, finish the job. I believe Slowbro was even the bane of me with Lorelei as well. Bro still got amnesia. I don't know what I was cooking here with a Thunder Wave on a Slowbro. I'm always going to outspeed him and kind of bulky enough to survive any Psychic he throws. But now, we're back to the legendary Sparkapalooza. Oh, and then Jinx is back. Am I just fighting Lorelei again? I think I am. Bring out the Iron Tail machine. And, ooh, yeah. We're not even getting one off. At least Typhlosion can do something. Or Steelix. I'm just kidding, we get to waste more time. It's nap time, baby. But at least she was burned, so there's a quick ending to that. Final Xatu coming out. Here to deliver me a horrible time with Confuse Ray and Sleep at the same time. But Typhlosion's crazy with it. We wake up, we Flame Wheel. And I don't want Typhlosion to die, so we're sending in Ursaring. And if anyone can do damage, it's Ursaring with Strength. 1 down, 4 to go. Koga's like a poison trainer, might as well be a bug trainer in this game. How bad could he be? Once again, lead with Steelix because I forget I have Typhlosion for a Rock Throw? I couldn't even do half health. Do you know how sad that is? On Ariados? Throw in a dig for Fortress. And, the AI is smart enough to protect on 2-turn moves. You know, fun fact, I have a Fire type. I forget that a lot. Flame Wheel. Now Muck here, this guy's got the Koga special. Evasion moves out the ass. Thankfully, Typhlosion is goated, and he's crazy with it, as established. God, I wish my Crobat could learn that. Why miss a hit, when you can just hit and crit? And we can't forget, Crobat. Woo! Double team. I had my hopes a bit high for Typhlosion after the Muck crit, and I was hoping for another one. A little too much to ask. We bring out Lantern to clean up, because Water Electric is such a clean typing. Because Surf is just so good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still befuddled that Rock Throw didn't even do half the Ariados's health. I'm upset. Lantern's a bit too poisoned, so I'm bringing out Crobat. Psychic crit. Alright, okay, alright. Thankfully, 1 fly's enough. Woo! 2 down, 3 to go. I think we can be brutally honest, Bruno's already gonna be the easiest. We know this. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. 3 down, 2 to go. Karen, not too bad. However, she gets to showcase how not good Heracross is in Gen 2. I thought a Rock Smash with Black Belt would do pretty good. It's the saddest I've ever seen Heracross, like, ever. And this Umbreon, man. Sand Attack, Confuse Ray? My poor Heracross just doesn't get a turn in. The poor guy. If he's not hitting himself, he's just missing. Can you imagine being a fighting type getting bodied by an Umbreon of all Pokemon, and all it knows is Feint Attack? It's gotta be embarrassing. It certainly was for me. And after Umbreon's finally down after years, Vileplume, so nice. Just Crobat, Fly. We even get a Petal Dance. He's not taking any damage from that. Then Gengar? Not very scary. Poor guy, Ghost type is a physical type. And she only knows Lick. I don't think there's a Shadow Ball in there. Oh, my bad. It does no curse. Shame. We're pulling out Steelix here to pull the legendary move of leaving an enemy at 1 health. It's a classic. Last Heracross gets drug out, but just bring Rocky back. More steely at the moment, actually. We hit him with a little headbutt to just finish the job. With a Houndoom on the field, we're bringing out Lantern immediately, because Steelix is going to melt. We're just gonna surf it up, and surf it up, until we drown the Houndoom. Just kidding, I'm a big liar, we're using Waterfall. Sadly, Lantern's not too bulky, but Crobat can finish the job with a fly. And that's 4 down, 1 more to go. Time to bring out my secret weapon, because I didn't have a single ice move. Ursaring is the only one. Now that we're mildly prepared, it's time for Mr. Big Cheese himself. In classic Lance fashion, we got the Gyarados, so leading with Lantern for 4 times effectiveness. Turn 1 Flail is really funny though. I like that. After Gyarados, we get the first helping of 1 of 3 Dragonites. And we Thunder Wave because I hate this thing, and we get a Thunder Wave back. And just to keep Lantern in the back pocket, switching into Rocky, we get our Iron Tail off, and retorted with a Hyper Beam. Kinda free! Rock Throw to keep him at a health so he doesn't use a full restore. And then another Iron Tail, if it hit. And then another Iron Tail. And Steelix begets a Charizard, so I don't know what I was cooking, but we take out Typhlosion. We take out the almighty Cut. We hit him with a Smokescreen. Man, Lance just loves his Hyper Beam. And now since Typhlosion is just kind of worthless in this fight, I'm spamming Leers so that Steelix can Rock Throw this dragon, heavy quotations. We did it, boys. Steelix one-shot something. Now, Dragonite 2 came out, and I should have known that he sent out the Fire Blast Dragonite when Steelix was out. Would have swapped into Lantern earlier, but oh well. We get the Thunder Wave off after an Outrage. Really hurts a lot. Let's send out Crobat because a little bit of Fly while he's confused and paralyzed. Maybe I'll have some luck just whittling him down real slow. Sadly, we procced the full restore that I didn't quite want to see, but it was kind of inevitable with the low damage I'm doing. My man Heracross here with a Horn Attack as his best move. My man, so proud of him. But he hits 2 crits in a row, and I don't know if I could ask for more. I gotta be real, I just didn't want to send out my last Pokemon yet, that being Ursaring, and apparently I just killed Lantern for fun. But now we got the Ice Punch machine, and now we can just Ice Punch everything. Simple as. And apparently have Thunder Wave miss? Didn't even know it was possible. Now, at this point, I thought I had already lost. A Rock Slide from an Aerodactyl I thought would kill. Apparently not. And I weighed my options and said, you know what? I just want to win. And we used the first item in battle of the game. And take the win. Or so I thought. I was quaking in my boots for that one. I'm not gonna lie, I was so stressed. And with that, it's over. I didn't expect to be 14 levels under-leveled. I figured it'd be a lot more even. But no, not even a single level 40. Not quite as bad as Kanto being like 15 levels under-leveled, but it was rough. I really didn't want to use a potion, but I didn't want to do the Elite Four again either. Did he have to hit me with the funny music? And now, our Johto journey is finally over, and I can move on to Gen 3. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? But unfortunately, I kinda still have another region to do.